It's a stormy Friday night in Charlotte. This was the scene at 5:55 p.m. Eastern. A little darker now, look. The sun is out, almost. It's a lot brighter at American Legion Memorial Stadium as we get ready for a potentially electric third and final meeting of the season between the Independents and the league-leading Richmond Kickers. My name's Ross Davenport, bringing you tonight's game presented by Famous Toastery in partnership with Folds of Honor to help raise funds and help give educational opportunities to families of those who have served our country in the armed forces. Let's take a look at your League One standings. Coming into this one, the Kickers tied on points with the Greenville Triumph at the top of the table, but have an 8-goal difference. That gives them first place alone. The Independents sitting in fourth. 3 points tonight would move them up into third above Forward Madison. As you can see, the table tight as always in USL League One. Those standings presented by Birdsong Brewing Company. Now, Charlotte's had a couple of foreign additions added. One of these are great clips player to watch, 32-year-old Gabriel Orbitan. He was a guy the UK press once called the French Cristiano Ronaldo when he signed for Manchester United. Yes, that Manchester United, the multi-million pound deal back in 2009. Unfortunately for him, his Premier League career derailed by injury a little bit. Would play for Newcastle, wandering around, but if we're looking to add to his goal and an assist from the Forward Madison win tonight up front for Mike Jeffrey's men. As for the Kickers, our great Crips player to watch for them is left winger Jonathan Bolaños. Had a stupendous June, up for League One Player of the Month. 6 straight games with at least a goal or an assist coming into this one. Bolaños looked for him on that left wing, causing havoc in that final third for the visitors tonight. Bolaños can score, he can assist. One of the paciest players in the league. So keep an eye out for him, as I mentioned, on that left wing. So after our weather delay, we're almost ready for kickoff here in the Queen City. Stick around. We're right back with lineups and the opening whistle. Charlotte, Richmond, coming up next on ESPN+.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Hi, I'm Scott, and I love Chick-fil-A nuggets because the flavor is unparalleled. As soon as you bite into them, you're in a happy place. The seasoning is perfect.
Hey, I'm Giovanni, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is that they're perfectly breaded. There's just that right amount of crisp. I don't know what they're doing in the kitchen, but it's pure magic.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive,
Babe,
heartwarming
it's
story.
8 a.m.
Coming up next as well.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Welcome back to Charlotte. Here as we get ready for this one between the Independents and the Kickers. Let's go straight to your lineups. Presented by Adidas. For Charlotte, normally play 3 at the back, but tonight, this Richmond attack, they're going to go to the 4-5-1 for the first time since April. To accommodate that, Thomas Meyer comes out of the midfield. In comes Koa Santos. He spent some time up with Charlotte FC of late. Grayson Barber misses out due to suspension. As for Richmond, their traditional 4-3-3, no changes for Darren Sawatsky. Nathan Orney's still out. He's close to coming back, though. Dakota Barnathan gets his 3rd straight start in the center back spot. And that man, the all-time leading goal scorer in USL League One, Emiliano Terzaghi, up top with two of the killer bees either side of him with Bolaños and Bentley. And we're almost underway here. These two kits look very similar from behind. Not so much from the front, though. And we're underway as referee Kevin Broadley blows his whistle. Richmond going from left to right in the all-white with the navy sleeves. Charlotte in the, we'll call it the North Carolina outfit tonight. Red, white, and blue. This one's headed away. Very different colored jerseys from the front to the back for Charlotte. Is Shevtsov to the left side of the box early here. Looking to create the first chance of the game, but he gets tackled, and we're going to have a free kick here as Trezor Mbuyu takes down Matt Bentley. Trezor Mbuyu got off to a hot start this season and took a little knock. He was out for a little while. Now back in the thick of things. Had 5 goals and an assist in his first 6 starts. Keep an eye on him tonight. On the left side, him and Obertan may switch sides at some point. You see there, Richmond atop the standings with 24 points. Charlotte not far behind them despite a poor run of form before coming into these last 2 matches. Big win over Madison 6-2, and then certainly a solid 0-0 draw against Omaha last time out. There's Adrian Zendejas here in the orange between the pipes tonight for Charlotte, who have had, to be kind, a bit of goalkeeping trouble this year. Zendejas was in goal for most of the start of the season and got called up to Charlotte when they had some COVID problems. I think had 5 goalkeepers play this season already. They just signed Austin Pack. He's on the bench tonight, former Independence player, to back up Zendejas. My name's Ross Davenport. Thanks for joining me tonight for this Friday night contest in USL League One. Mention Charlotte normally play 3 at the back. Going to 4 tonight to try and calm down this high-powered Richmond Kickers offense. It's the most high-powered in the league. 27 goals scored this season. Koa Santos loves to get forward from that right back spot. Man from Hawaii. Here's Obertan. Obertan with his back to goal. You can see how much attention the kickers are paying to him. They know how dangerous Obertan can be. Scored a cracking goal to open his USL League One account. Great story of how he signed with Charlotte last season. Sylvain Marvaux, French veteran, was in to sign with Charlotte and just brought Gabriel Obertan with him when he was introduced to the club. Obertan, whose wife is American from Connecticut, just said, "Hey, can I come train with you guys? Here's my resume." And they said, "Hey, let's do this." Joined in August of last season. Had some visa issues to begin this year. That's why the late arrival for Obertan. Certainly earlier than last year, though, as he's looking to perhaps get a look from an MLS squad, maybe Charlotte FC, perhaps USL Championship for next season. We'll see. Still only 33. This one is kept in by Miguel Ibarra. No, it wasn't. Going to be a throw-in for Richmond. There's a look at Mike Jeffries, head coach for the Independents, obviously in their first season in USL League One. Matt Bentley will get the cross in. Looking towards the back post, headed back across. Terzaghi's there. But cleared away in the end. These teams obviously have a history back in the USL Championship days. This is actually their 15th meeting. Richmond's only won 4 times. That includes both of the last 2 in their history. Some Richmond fans who've made the trip. Zendejas will not keep this one in. It'll be a corner, our first Chick-fil-A corner of the evening, and it will go to the Richmond Kickers. Shout out to the River City Red Army watching back home in Richmond at the Home Team Grill on Main Street. See if they'll have something to cheer about here on this set piece. Corner swung in by Bolaños. Right as Zendejas. Bentley was in the vicinity though. Zendejas had to be strong with the punch. Richmond still have it now. Dakota Barnathan trying to get the cross in, but it's blocked. Mentioned Barnathan, he was starting early, kind of fell out of favor a little bit, but now back in the starting lineup with the injury to Nathan Orney. Darren Sawatsky said that Orney should be back soon, not far away from a return. They wanted to play it carefully with him with so many games coming up here in the second half of the season. Shevtsov, the man from Ukraine, you can't miss him with that shock of blonde hair. Here comes Santos now. Across halfway. Surveying his options, finds Obertan. Playing a little deeper tonight so far. Down the left now is Ibarra. Cuts it in. And Bouya with the shot, deflected off the head of Jalen Crisler, and over for another Chick-fil-A corner, this time for the home team. Good work by Trezor and Bouya. And then from Democratic Republic of Congo. Look on the Activision LASIK replay. Kerry Fitzgerald would certainly have had some work to do if Crisler hadn't got his noggin in there. Barr with those interesting colored boots. His first year as a League One player. 3 caps for the US men's national team. Here comes the corner from Ibarra. Looks front post for Obertan. Eventually falls into the arms of Fitzgerald. Some Charlotte players there waiting. But sure-handed Fitzgerald holds on to this one. Came into this game leading League One with 43 saves. Make that 44. Fans, it's not too late to get your Matteo's pizza order in for halftime. Go to unclematteos.com to place your order now. Goes Richmond now. It's been a nice wide open first 7+ minutes here. Tuzagi with the flick, finds Bentley the first time shot, but it's dragged wide of Zendejas' goal. Celebrating its 75th anniversary, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL League One. Choose what you play with at www.selectsportamerica.com. Select, League's choice, player's choice. A quick look at our injury report brought to you by Novant Health. Out for the Independents, Ayrton Paez, he's maybe 3 to 4 weeks away. Will Vint, certainly a little closer. And out for Richmond, Nathan Orney, he should perhaps be back in the next game, we'll see. As you might remember that Ayrton Paez had an assist back in that first game between these two teams, but he's missed the last 10 games. Injured after coming off against Omaha at the half. Mike Jeffries was saying he is a very important player to them. Should be back soon. Here's Ethan Bright. Lovely touch by Bentley. Out wide now to Stephen Payne. Right-footed cross. Headed away. Bright will look to recycle here. Vincenzo Candela, number 99 there. And we'll start in the middle of the park again. Neil Vignals not quite healthy enough to start tonight. We may see him off the bench at some point as he's recovering from an injury. Thus, Candela gets another start for that man. Darren Sawatsky in his traditional all-black tonight. After a great start, he said this is probably one of his best runs as a Richmond manager. So still plenty of improvement to come, though. His team's getting more stubborn defensively. He said this is going to be the ultimate test tonight against a Charlotte team that's not the same team that he saw earlier this season, now with the addition of Obertan, Shevtsov, and Bouya. Going to get into the box, does. Did get a touch. Jalen Crisler disagrees. Bouya earns himself a Chick-fil-A corner. Bouillou spent time in NCFC U23 Charlotte Eagles, so familiar with the North Carolina area. Has been a revelation so far in his first League One season. Second on the team with 18 shots despite missing 2+ games. Here's the corner now. Well, we're going to have a little bit of a stoppage here to deal with some shenanigans inside the 6-yard box. A very crowded 6-yard box here. This one comes in into traffic. Knocked down by Obertan. Back to Ibarra. The two veterans knocking it about, but Richmond will clear it out for a Charlotte throw here. Fans, the Jacks will be on the road next week to take on Northern Colorado Hailstorm FC at 9 p.m. You can catch all Independence road games by tuning into WCCB Charlotte this season, absolutely free. Charlotte's last outing was that 0-0 game at Omaha, which was in stark contrast to their previous 2 games before that, which both involved 8 goals each. They lost 7-1 to Chattanooga, and then came back just a few days later to beat Madison 6-2 with 6 different goal scorers in that one. And Bouillou, Obertan, Shevtsov, Sis, Talboys, and Bennett all finding the back of the net. It's a great comeback after that debacle, we'll call it, against Chattanooga. Charlotte can find some consistency here, though, in the second half. They'll certainly be dangerous, and they've made some key additions. Shalom Duty on the ball now. Got 2 goals on the season from his center back spot. Played with Trezor and Bouillou at Liberty University. Santos, he'll reset. Things have slowed down a little bit since those first 7 minutes or so. Into more of a predictable pattern now. Ibarra on the left. Jefferson Amaya goes down. 18-year-old from Charlotte via El Salvador. He's from Pennsylvania. He actually moved to Charlotte to play soccer. He had only 7 minutes total in the first 11 games this season, but has now started the last 3 in the center and midfield for Mike Jeffries. Long ball here from Richmond. That'll go all the way through. Zendejas will keep it in. It's the first of 4 road games for Richmond in their next 5. They also go to Fuego, to North Carolina, as well as NoCo. So 2 long trips in there coming up for Richmond. Real test to see if they can hang around in first place with that tough stretch coming up. It's a poor giveaway there, and a good recovery from Obertan. Looking for options now, finds Bouillou. Bouillou may have slipped with his initial step. And retain possession here, Shevtsov. Looking for Bouillou again. Good step there, though, by Dakota Barnathan. Richmond will clear. Obertan, 71 Premier League appearances. I'm sure that's more than everybody else in USL League One combined, as well as Championship. Manchester United, as well as Newcastle United. He actually won a title with Man U. 2010-11, has 14 Champions League appearances as well. Mentioned just had some injuries at Man U, just really couldn't get it going. Ended up wandering around Europe a bit. Now back here, really trying to get his career on on track in the USA somewhere. He said he always wanted to move to, him with the American wife. Him and his daughter and his wife now live here in the Charlotte area. Obviously, Quinn McNeil has already made the move up from Charlotte Independence to the big club this season. They do have that relationship. Quinn McNeil was on loan and was playing superbly well. Mike Jeffrey said he was one of the top 2 players on his team so far this season. They were hoping to have him all year, but certainly happy that he's made the next step up. Here's the cross in. Looking for Mbuyu, he was there. So was Stephen Payne, just sort of did enough to get in the way. Ibarra now. Decent cross, but cleared away again by Chrysler. Chrysler and Bonathan have been busy so far tonight. Matt Bentley messing around with it 25 yards out, but gets away with it. Charlotte now with another chance. Obertan surrounded by 3 kickers as he has been most of the night in that final third. Here's Bolaños now. Perhaps with a chance to run. No, he'll slow things down. As you can see, Richmond with a -1 goal difference on the road. They only have 2 wins and 3 losses on the road this season. They come into this one 5-1-1 in their last 7. 5 road goals and 6 conceded for the kickers away from City Stadium. Barnathan. Someone, Darren Sawatsky, said he was always trying to sign in his days in Seattle and FC Tucson. Tonight's match is presented by Famous Toastery, in partner with Folds of Honor, to help raise funds and give educational opportunities to families of those who have served our country in the armed forces. We look again at some Richmond Kickers fans, perhaps some members of the River City Red Army bringing that drum with them all the way from Section O. Good work here over time. You can just see that little bit of class he has with every touch. And Mbuyu now with Ibarra streaking down the left. Mbuyu's going to try and go on his own though. He runs into Vincenzo Candela, and that would be the first yellow card of the evening issued to Trezor Mbuyu. That's his 4th of the season. Here's another look at it here. He perhaps should have given that ball up. Matt Bentley was back helping again, like he has done on numerous occasions tonight. A little clumsy from Mbuyu, perhaps a little harsh from referee Kevin Borley. It was certainly just clumsy. I don't think there was any intent in that yellow card, brought to you by Devil's Logic Brewing. After that, look at on the Activision LASIK replay. On the ball now, Zaka Moran. La Machina, his nickname, the Machine. Still looking for his first goal of the season. He started every game this year for the Kickers. He's got 90 minutes in 10 games. And he's dangerous at set pieces. Barnathan can't play midfield as well, so not unfamiliar with those runs up the middle. There he is again with a good tackle. Terzaghi chips it ahead, looking for the run of Bentley, but Zendejas is out there well. Asked Mike Jeffries about how his first half season in USL League One has gone. He said it's a very even league. No one's been dominant. He said no one really has super depth, and you lose a couple of guys and you can really come back to the average. 11 teams, and anyone can beat anyone on any given day. We've seen that so far. And going back to last year, what a competitive league USL League One is. We had a couple of blowouts. Obviously, Charlotte involved in a couple of them in their last few games. Charlotte have conceded the most amount of goals in League One this season at 28. That's 2 times what Richmond has allowed. 14. Aquafina is the official water of the Charlotte Independents. When the game heats up, cool down with Aquafina. The storm's rolling through in Charlotte. already tonight. Temperatures reasonable in the 8. Look at Darren Sawatsky showing off. Hopefully he didn't pull a muscle. Looks to be okay. There's Darren Sawatsky. Pretty glittery career of his own in soccer. Played at the MLS level. Comes Bolaños into the channel. Good work across to help out though by Carson Talboys, and it will be a Chick-fil-A corner for the Kickers. Another look at it here on the Activision LASIK replay. That little keepy-uppy by Sawatsky with the dress shoes. That's pretty impressive. Comes the delivery from Bolaños. It's a decent one. Chrysler's there. Couldn't redirect his header towards goal, though, and it's hooked away. And then chip back into the box. Bentley goes down. No call. Referee Broadley was a good distance away. Clearly didn't get a good enough look at that one to call a spot kick, as Bolaños is offside. Possession in favor of the Independents so far, 58% to 42. There's a look at Jonathan Bolaños there. Reminder, you can vote for him for the USL League One Player of the Month at USLLeague1.com. Check out all the other nominees at halftime. Stick around for that. Santos with some space now. Got the other side of Stuart Ritchie. Now poked out here for a throw. Nice pass to Shevtsov. Loses possession though. Cleared away. Moves for is Clay Dimmick. Run here by Santos. Obertan gets it back. Gets away with an elbow, and it's going to come the other way. Interesting. I thought Obertan got away with an elbow on Jonathan Bolaños. You can see him there gesturing. Perhaps referee Broadley called the foul before the elbow. We'll take another look at it here on the Activision LASIK replay. Bolaños tried to make contact with Obertan, who then ran into Zaka Moran. Perhaps a slightly questionable decision here, but it will result in a very dangerous free kick here for the home team. Shevtsov over it, along with Ibarra and Santos in the vicinity. It's perhaps a little too far out to the side to challenge Akira Fitzgerald with a shot. Shevtsov appears to like the look of it though, on this nice, relatively new turf here at American Legion Memorial Stadium. And it will be Shevtsov with a crack into the wall though. And out for a Chick-fil-A corner, another one. This will be our 5th corner already in only 23 minutes. Both teams spending plenty of time in the final thirds here as we get past the first half of the first half. Ibarra with the outswinger. Finds the head of duty. He couldn't keep it down. Dakota Bonathan was there. The playoff battles begin to heat up as 2 playoff hopefuls meet on ESPN Deportes. Rio Grande Valley welcomes the Las Vegas Lights to Southern Texas Sunday, July 17th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Deportes. Stephen Payne on the ball. Started every game at right back so far this season. Fitzgerald under some pressure from Shevtsov, gets away with it. Fitzgerald very good with his feet. Even under the hottest of pressure like he was there. seemed like Shalom Duty playing left back tonight more than the center back. Clay Dimmick did line up at left back the last time that Charlotte went to 4 at the back. Jeffries just moving things around a little bit, tinkering with that back 4. So got the likes of Hector Acosta, Diego Roca, the versatile defender / midfielder on the bench this evening. Zabara with some room. Out wide, Mbuyu looking to take on Payne. Into the box with some space, and Mbuyu with a cross. Shevtsov was there, couldn't get a toe on it. Oh, it's just a little too far behind the Ukrainian for him to do anything with it. He'll go out for a throw here, close to halfway. Four shots so far for Charlotte, just the one on target, one shot off target for Richmond. Jeffries, again, said this was the ultimate test for his defense, and they've come through so far tonight. Still a long way to go in this one, though. Overtime with a heavy touch. Can Richmond do something with this? So Zagi was offside. Oh, he's dangerous. He gets on the back shoulder of defenders, Emiliano Terzaghi. 7 goals on the season for the 2-time defending Golden Boot champion. A bit of a slow patch earlier this year, but everybody knew he would get things going again. 2 goals recently in that 4-1 win over NCFC in the North Carolina battle. Here's Bryant. Moran with some room to run. Nice ball for Bryant. He was looking for the first time touch to Bentley, but got the ball caught under his feet a little bit. Charlotte will come away with it. See there the first half goals for both teams. Top 2 scoring teams in the first 45 minutes. Fuego also have 12. No goals so far though between these two. Mbuyu turns Chrysler nicely, but Payne's there to help out, and that will go out for a goal kick. The Charlotte Independents will be back at American Legion Memorial Stadium on Friday, July 29th at 7 p.m. to take on Central Valley Fuego FC. You can head to charlotteindependence.com to grab your tickets starting at only $7. Mbuyu once again. Most of the action for Charlotte has been down this left side, although Santos has been involved from that right back spot. You can see when they have the ball, Charlotte almost play 3 at the back with Santos getting forward. Obertan with time to turn. Finds Shevtsov. Santos going to take on Stuart Ritchie. Gets the cross in off the leg of Ritchie and out for another Chick-fil-A corner. 4th of the evening for the Independents. The Jacks looking to turn a set piece into a goal here, perhaps. The delivery from Ibarra is a decent one, looking for Shevtsov. Bentley played some great defense so far tonight from his right forward spot. And yet another Chick-fil-A corner as Obertan goes out quickly. Ritchie was aware though, as the ball swung in left-footed. Nobody's there though. go out for a goal kick. If you're traveling to Charlotte to see an Independence game, make sure you stay at the Hyatt Place downtown. The Hyatt Place is just blocks from the games. It's surrounded by endless dining options. Hyatt Place downtown, the official hotel of the Charlotte Independence. If you're just joining us past the half-hour mark here, we got off to a little bit of a late start. Some weather ran through here downtown Charlotte. 40-plus minutes late this one started. Zaka Moran now. Excuse me, Candela. Bentley was looking for the return for Candela. That one will trickle out of play for a Richmond throw.
Tonight's halftime contestants, please make your way to the West Elevator Gatorade sign.
Here's Zaka Moran.
Nicholas Klein, Braxton Coffee, Camden Coffee.
Candela, the former Tormenta man. Yeah, she spent preseason in 2020 with Richmond, but they just couldn't get the signing completed. For these 2 starts in the place of Neil Vigneault, he only had 1 start earlier this season. Also played for Charleston, as well as the New York Cosmos, and in Europe with Portugal, Germany, teams for Portugal, teams in Portugal, Germany, and Belgium. Charlotte with a very respectable 4-2-1 home record. Had a lot of home games. 6 of the last 7 before this one, though, were on the road. They lost 4 of those 6 road games. And 2 clean sheets on the season for the Independents. I mentioned their goalkeeping situation earlier. Cleared away by Barnathan. Mentioned the goalkeeping situation for Charlotte. They've used 5 keepers this year. Zendejas, this is his 8th appearance. Keegan Meyer made 3. Dane Jackman made 2. Derek Chan and Noah Abrams 1 start apiece. Mike Jeffries didn't want to talk too much about the goalkeeping situation on our call this week, but he's very happy that Zendejas is back, and hopefully he'll stick around the rest of the year. We have another Chick-fil-A corner for the Independents. It's their 6th of the evening. This time it will be Santos to take it. It's a good ball in. Looking for Shepsov again off the top of a kicker's head. Zaka Moran chip it ahead looking for Bentley. And that came off the foot of Bentley as he slipped on the turf here. Just put in last year, 2021. Obviously, this venue's been open since the 1930s. Darren Sawatsky directing traffic. Boogie double teamed, but gets out of it. Good work back by Terzaghi Bidabara now with some dribbling skills. Overtime. Loses possession, but gets it right back from Santos. Overtime now. Ibarra. Far too close to Fitzgerald. Shevtsov was a little too close to the front post. Miguel Ibarra, 1 goal, 5 assists on the season. That's Mike Jeffries about his addition earlier this season. He said he spoke to Landon Donovan, his former coach with the Loyal last year. He said it was a pretty simple decision soccer-wise. Settled in really well. Obviously has a lot of respect within this group with the experience that he has. Leads the team with 15 chances created, Miguel Ibarra. Payne coming in from his right back spot here. As we approach 10 minutes remaining in this first half. From Charlotte, no goals between the Independents and the Kickers. Charlotte certainly with the edge in shots. We haven't had one in a while though. 4 shots to 1. Nearly 60% possession. Richmond Kickers going long here. Payne with some space. Being watched by Ibarra. It's Bright. The ball through to Bentley. Tries to cut back inside. Finds Terzaghi. It's great defensive work though by Carson Talboys to get in between Terzaghi and the goal. Otherwise that could have been 1-0 to the visitors. Talboys, the 23-year-old out of Buffalo. Went to college down here in the Carolinas though. Grew up in North Carolina but born in Buffalo. Actually played in the US Open Cup early rounds this season for North Carolina Fusion U23s. Maya, that ball will just about stay in. It's in there by Dimmick. Overtime now. Lovely ball slid through for Ibarra. Back to his right foot. Miguel Ibarra lays it back. Falls to the feet. The shaft's off. He can't get a clean shot off. And Mbuyu heads it up. Still in there. Put away eventually by Bolaños. Charlotte defense, the Richmond defense has done a good job of ensuring Charlotte players don't get clean shots away tonight. Ritchie managed to wrestle that left back spot away from Simon Fitch. Fitch started 3 games in June at the left back position, but none of the last 4 now as Ritchie's got his job back. Swansky said earlier this season that Stuart Ritchie is an MLS level player. He had an ACL tear in 2020, he really needed a restart and is getting it here with the Kickers. Playing for the USA, U18s and U20s. Spending some time with Groningen U19s as well as Hanover 96 U19s. Solid German squads there. Here's Payne now with the right-footed cross. Finds nobody. Candela will chase it down. Crowd here tonight in Charlotte, all things considered with the weather earlier. For Bolaños. He's where Bolaños can be down. So dangerous in those channels. He's got Terzaghi in the middle. He finds him. But a lovely sliding effort by Shalom Duty. Once again to put Emiliano Terzaghi off just enough. Keep that ball out the back of the net. It's a risky challenge from Duty. He made it work. I'm not sure how much contact he got on the ball, but did his job in the end. Don't miss a minute of the action in 2022, whether your club's on the road or at home. Catch nearly every second of USL League One action on ESPN+, the home to the USL, MLS, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. Fitzgerald trying to play his way out of trouble, does. Mbuyu now. There's some space into the left side of the box. Looks for Shevtsov. Not for the first time tonight. Shevtsov just can't seem to find the ball. Santos with a shot now and blocked again, this time by Barnathan. And over for our 7th corner of the half. I'm not sure the record for first half corners, but Charlotte may be approaching it at this point. Barr serves it in. Handed away by Chrysler. Not as far as Santos, though. He was looking for help, but decided his best option was to go backwards. Omar Sis to Mbuyu. Obata pulls it back. Duty with the half chance. Mbuyu again. Obata gets it again. Sis is going to have a crack. He's looking to dip just under the crossbar of Fitzgerald, but didn't get the dip in time. Omar Sis looking for his first goal of the season. Starting every game in the center of midfield for Mike Jeffries so far here in 2022. Played the last couple of seasons for the Austin Bowl. 5 starts last season in the USL Championship. Getting tons of chances here. 3 minutes or so left here in the first half from Charlotte. Stephen Port with you, no goals between the Independents and the Kickers. Obviously a win here for the Kickers would cement them in first place likely through the weekend, unless Greenville went absolutely crazy against the Fuego tomorrow. Good move here, Richie now. Surveying. Just trying to play it through for Bryant. Dimmick got in the way. The ball did go out of play first. We'll have a throw in here. Deep in Charlotte territory for the Kickers. Richie with it in his hands. Goal and assist for him, the man from California this season. Loses possession here to Santos, and Charlotte will clear. Shevtsov is fouled. And he's down. It's going to be a yellow card for Vincenzo Candela. Coming in from behind, claiming referee saying perhaps there was some head contact. Candela disagrees. It's his 2nd yellow of the season. Let's take another look at it here on the AccuVision LASIK replay. Certainly came through the back of the big Ukrainian. Ooh, yeah, you can see the right elbow of Candela. He was never going to win that aerial duel against the big man. That yellow card brought to you by Devil's Logic Brewing. Shevtsov on his feet, appears to be okay. Signed about a month ago. Obviously no soccer being played right now in the Ukraine. Played his youth soccer with Shakhtar Donetsk, one of the best teams in the Ukraine over the years. There's 11 appearances for the national team at the U17 and the U21 level. 12 appearances in the top league in the Ukraine before coming here to Charlotte. Jeffrey said he's settled in pretty well. Gets some frustrating moments with his focus, just because obviously what's going on at home. Seconds or so before we find out how much stoppage time we have at the end of this first half. It's been A chess match so far. Neither team really has found the edge, but here comes Bolaños now. Getting around the edge. Looking for the pullback. Good block by Dimmick. 217s facing off. Just the 1 minute of stoppage time here at the end of the first half from American Legion Memorial Stadium. Gabriel Obatani's shown some flashes of brilliance in this first half, but unable to really threaten Akira Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, 5 clean sheets already this year, looking for his 6th. As referee Kevin Broadley ends the first 45 minutes of play here in Charlotte. Treasure Mbuyu, a busy man in that first 45 minutes, but couldn't find a way past Akira Fitzgerald. 8 shots for Charlotte, but only the 1 on target. That was the only one on target in the whole first half. Stick around for our halftime presented by Famous Toastery, highlights, stats, and more. Gatorade is scientifically researched and game tested for athletes like your Jacks. When you need hydration, choose the official isotonic sports drink of the Charlotte Independence, Gatorade. Stick around, we'll be right back here from Charlotte. No goals at the break between the league-leading Richmond Kickers and 4th place Charlotte Independence. A cagey first half. We'll be right back with more on the Famous Toastery halftime report coming up.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
What's the difference between good and great? Good tries to get it right every time. Great actually does. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details so you always get exactly the look you want. Great clips. It's gonna be great. What's the difference between good and great? Good is when your haircut costs less. Great is when it still meets high standards. At Great Clips, you'll always get the haircut you want for less. And with our easy online check-in app, you'll save time too. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Fun fact, you know Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo?
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
You know, we both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
Hi, I'm Scott, and I love Chick-fil-A nuggets because the flavor is unparalleled. As soon as you bite into them, you're in a happy place. The seasoning is perfect.
Hey, I'm Giovanni, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is that they're perfectly breaded. There's just that right amount of crisp. I don't know what they're doing in the kitchen, but it's pure magic.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Welcome back to halftime here, presented by Famous Toastery. Famous Toastery is proud to partner with Folds of Honor and the Charlotte Independence to give educational opportunities to the families of those who have served our country in the armed forces. Now, June Player of the Month voting is open at USLLeague1.com. Before you make your decision, let's take a look to see who is on the ballots. We have 5 excellent choices on this month's ballot. We'll begin with the League One assist leader, Richmond winger Jonathan Bolaños, he missed 5 games earlier this year. He had a shoulder injury sustained in the US Open Cup, but on a tear since, terrorizing teams on the left wing and finishing goals just like that. He had 1 goal and 1 assist in 6 straight matches now coming into week 15. The 24-year-old's midfielders, 3 assists at the meeting with Charlotte, tied for the most in a single match in League One history. He almost had 4 assists in that game, came inches away on the final Richmond goal. And every time he gets the ball on the left like this, in space, the crowd at City Stadium really reacts. And yeah, found himself on the score sheet as Richmond climbed up to the table into first place at the moment. Our next candidate, forward Madison midfielder Mateus Cassini, the man from Brazil. Like Bolaños, he missed some time earlier this season due to a slight injury, but he really got things going last month in June to help propel forward Madison with their serious move up the table. The Corinthians youth product. He provided the Mingos with match-winning goals against Greenville and Richmond to total 3 goals and 1 assist in June. This was the header to beat the Kickers, took the shirt off in celebration. He's also got a wicked left foot, does Cassini, and he isn't afraid to use it. Now he scored too many headers in his career, Cassini, but he enjoyed that one. Now, Juan Galindres, the big man up front for Jimmy Ablade's men in Chattanooga. He's their all-time leading scorer. He found the back of the net in 4 of Chattanooga's 6 June fixtures, had 6 total goals in 417 minutes of action. His 37-minute hat-trick against Charlotte was the first of the season and served as the 3rd quickest in league history. Remember, he's one of those guys that just used to pop up just in late games. Not anymore. Galindres now, he can produce his magic anywhere, at any time for the Red Wolves. Jacob Labovitz up next. The Greenville striker, he's a rookie out of Virginia Tech. Had an amazing final season there as a Hokie. He scored 4 goals and had 1 assist in June. Looks like John Harkes has found another college rookie gem in the vein of Lachlan McCain. His first professional brace against Madison. He also led the league in goals added last month at 1.43 goals per match, according to American Soccer Analysis. And he's produced some really classy finishes for a guy in his first year as a professional. This one here with a cutback and the left-footed finish past Rashid Nuhu at Werner Park. And Jacob Labovitz got things going up top for Greenville. He'll also put you under pressure like he did here. Will Labovitz be your man to vote for? We have one last candidate though, Irvin Parra, the veteran out of Northern Colorado. He had 3 goals all season coming into June and recorded another trio of scores last month. He also had 2 assists and 7 key passes. Listen, everybody expected Irvin Parra to be an offensive factor in here in his first League One season. What a header this was against Greenville. He's really certainly lived up to expectations. This goal here, what a gem this was. I got to call it, so I got to see it firsthand. The chest down, the volley finish, one of the best, I think, of the season. Unfortunately, not up for goal of the month, but hey, what you can do. What can you do? Irvin Parra can do that and deposit balls in the back of the net from absolutely anywhere. Here's a final look at all your 5 candidates. Go out there and vote on the League One website, USLLeague1.com. Now this from the USL.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Yo, roll it down.
I am.
You don't need a car to listen to Sirius XM. You can listen anywhere. You know that, right?
What? Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio.
Kevin, you could use your phone.
What? What?
Alexa, play Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio on Sirius XM.
What?
This is how I know you're getting old. I guess that was it.
What?
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
swatted away by Miller.
Volley from Aquay. Wow.
What a wonderful team move for Las Vegas. And a goal from Trejo. Spectacular build-up. Alvaro Quezada, good feet. He's found the upper corner.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Let's take a look at some news and notes around USL League One. As you see at the top there, Greenville and Richmond starting to pull away from the chaos that is the table in USL League One. 6 points clear now, and at the bottom there, let's take it back to when Omaha went in that deep run in the US Open Cup, knocking off two MLS sides. That was a great run for the defending League One champions. Here's your team of the week, led by Player of the Week, Pablo Hara. Also on there, Nate Schultz trying to keep Noah Frankie as he's getting healthy out of that Greenville lineup. Jonathan Bolaños, we'll see him in the voting for USL League One Player of the Month for June. Let's take you back to Tuesday, the Hailstorm and Forward Madison, the first game at Canvas Stadium on the campus of Colorado State University. Andrew Wheeler-Amayunu, he would have been outside the lines in football, but not in soccer. And was it a cross? Was it a shot? Doesn't matter, as it finds the back of the net past the near post of Thomas Olsen. That would give Madison a 1-0 lead. But the Hailstorm would tie things up. Haitian Jerry Deju with the game-tying goal here, but Alan Torres from the 14-yard line in football, but a lot further out than that in soccer. That would be Olsen, which would be the game winner. A little craziness at the end here. Wouldn't find the back of the net. Hailstorm were trying to tie things up as that man Ayman Zayed suffers his first home loss in Hailstorm history. Here's a look at your scoreboard, brought to you by Hyatt Place. There's your score at the top left there in that game. Kickers with a big 4-1 win over North Carolina FC, as well as that draw between Omaha and Charlotte at Werner Park. Let's take a look at your upcoming schedule this weekend. Greenville and Central Valley finishing off their series this season, but we also have two games between teams that haven't faced each other yet this year, Tormenta and the Red Wolves, and Tucson and the Hailstorm have never played each other in history. That schedule brought to you by Famous Toastery. Highlights and stats coming up here next on the Halftime Report.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Hi, I'm Scott, and I love Chick-fil-A nuggets because the flavor is unparalleled. As soon as you bite into them, you're in a happy place. The seasoning is perfect.
Hey, I'm Giovanni, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is that they're perfectly breaded. There's just that right amount of crisp. I don't know what they're doing in the kitchen, but it's pure magic.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive.
Babe, it's 8 a.m.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Charlotte's favorite barbecue, craft beer, and music festival returns in October at American Legion Memorial Stadium. The Hops and Hogs Festival returns with world-class pitmasters, national touring acts, and great local craft beers. Get your early bird tickets and save $10 by using ALMS10 at checkout at hopsandhogsfest.com. Well, welcome back to the famous toastery halftime report here from Charlotte. Beautiful view of the skyline there. No goals between the Independents and the Kickers. Now, for Richmond fans, Kickers will be taking on the Greenville Triumph coming up soon, Pride Night. You can check out the player-made tie-dye tees that will go on auction after that game. All proceeds will go to support Virginia Pride. As for here, first half highlights brought to you by Mattio's Pizza. It wasn't a ton. That was the only shot on goal in the first 45. A poke by Shalom Duty that Akira Fitzgerald saved relatively easily. There were some half chances. This was one here by Terzaghi. Talboys just getting in the way enough to deflect the shot wide. This is the kind of one you expect Terzaghi to put away. Talboys did well, getting himself between the ball and the goal. It's Bolaños into the box. This was another crunching challenge. Was it potentially calls for a penalty there? Take another look at it here. Certainly some contact. Not too much complaining though from Terzaghi. This was a chance from Omar Sis that fizzed over. 22 yards or so. Here's your halftime stats. Charlotte dominating in the shot category. They're only one on goal. Possession 54-46. A ton of corners for Charlotte in that first half. 7 to be precise. Only 2 for the Kickers. And we're underway again. Here from American Legion Memorial Stadium. Kevin Broadley, your referee. Me, Ross Davenport, your broadcaster. Let you know if we had any changes at the break. I don't see any initially. No subs for either team, I'm told. Shevtsov, he had some bright moments in that first half. Just saw the ball taken off his toes a little bit too often in that final third. Richmond Greenville game will be coming up on Saturday, July 16th, so next Saturday for that Pride Night with the player-made tie-dye shirt auction. Charlotte's next match will be at Northern Colorado on Sunday, July 17th. Teams, no midweek games for them coming up in the next couple of weeks. Richmond will take on NCFC on Wednesday, July 27th. As this ball comes off the feet of Bolaños and out for a throw. Relatively clean first half foul-wise. Only 7 total fouls between the two sides. A couple of yellows, one for Mbuyu, one for Candela. Keep an eye out for those two to be careful in the second half. Good step there by Duty around Terzaghi. Here's Ritchie. Slipped through to Bolaños, who is onside. Gets the cross in. Headed away at the front post by Talboys. Terzaghi was waiting to pounce. Talboys has played well tonight. In the right place at the right time and on a number of occasions. We'll have a Richmond corner, only their third of the game. The corner presented by Chick-fil-A. Bolaños with the delivery. Goes towards the back post, headed back across, but it came off. It came off Shalom Duty and out for another corner. The attempted header back across by Barnathan. Came off the man from Charlotte via Togo, or Togo via Charlotte, I should say. Went to high school in Charlotte. He was an All-American there. It was Shalom Duty. Bolaños will jog over to take this one from the other side now. Another corner kick presented by Chick-fil-A. Comes the corner. More central this time. Ball's there. Bentley was at the edge of the 6-yard box. Looked to be potentially offside, but Jalen Prison was looking for a call. Swansky's not happy about it. Good sliding effort there by Ritchie. Not going back the other way here. He's back there though to clear it away. To Bentley, who's having a relatively quiet night offensively. Looking here for Bolaños, pinching in from that right wing now. He's going to have a go from 25 yards. Another shot block. We've had a ton of those tonight too. This was the claim from Chrysler, and it actually hit him on the hand. He was certainly getting some help on the way from Talboys. No call though. Free Broadley's let him play for the most part this evening. Let's look at Jonathan Bolaños, the man from Miramar, Florida. He will get my vote. I'm going to be official. He will get my vote for Player of the Month. Certainly a big influence on this latest 5-1-1 run for the Kickers. Fans consist of 60%. This one's bouncing awkwardly for Zendejas, but it does well. Bolaños can't bring that one down. Then does manage to get around. Dimick, Bolaños now into the box, looking for help. He's trying to feed Terzaghi, but Zendejas was there, as well as Duty. Never had a chance to reach the Argentine. Zaka Moran with the clip. Get a warning from referee Broadley. Not a stranger to the referee's book, Zaka Moran at times. 5 already this season. Spent his youth with River Plate, who got knocked out of the Copa Libertadores earlier this week. Shevtsov and Candela battling. Out wide to Ibarra. It's the cross in, but well, that was clumsy from Richie. Really didn't have to do much.
And that's a Chick-fil-A corner kick for the Jacks.
Oh, Santos was somewhat in the vicinity, but Richie under no pressure. He gives up the Chick-fil-A corner kick. Santos will take it. There's the outswinger headed away. Bolaños trying to get the other side of Jefferson Amaya, but fails. Just lobs it back over. Good work here from Charlotte. Obertan. It's too close to a Kira Fitzgerald who claims. Take another look at that mistake there by Richie. He just kind of got a heavy touch and then slipped on this turf here in Charlotte. Lots of varying turfs and grasses in USL League One. Zendejas under pressure from Bentley. Does well though. Still looking for our first goal here in Charlotte. Scoreless between the Independents and the first place Richmond Kickers. Still just the one shot on target, and it was a tame one. Right at Kira Fitzgerald in that first half. See which manager is first to flinch when it comes to the substitutions. Putting Duty under some pressure with a short pass, but Duty gets out of it. Here comes Charlotte. Shevtsov sprinting. Finds Ibarra. Obertan with some space. He's got Santos on the right. First time cross. It seemed like Santos was sort of caught between two minds there and ended up doing absolutely nothing with it. Famous Toastery is proud to partner with Folds of Honor and the Charlotte Independents to help give educational opportunities to the families of those who have served our country in the armed forces. Mentioned the benches tonight. Ivan Luqueta, Corey Bennett, some offensive options available for Mike Jeffries. As for the kickers, Neil Vignals coming back from injury. I'm sure we'll likely see him at some point in the second half. Also, the Argentine lefty, Leo Baima. as well as Wayne Gordon. Perhaps a little more offensive depth on the bench for Darren Sawatsky. So that's a lovely ball through, but he's offside. And Mbuyu, it's the first time we've really seen anybody get behind either defense. It was a lovely slide rule pass by Ilya Shevtsov. But Mbuyu just perhaps a yard behind that Richmond backline when the ball was played. The Jacks will hit the road next week to take on the Northern Colorado Hailstorm on Sunday, July 17th, 9 p.m. Eastern. You can tune in to Bahakel Sports on WCCB channel 18.5 to watch the Jacks absolutely free all season long. Here's Matt Bentley. Crosses the ball and looking for Terzaghi. Off the top of Talboy's head again, not for the first time tonight. That's a giveaway there by Obertal. Will he get it back? No, Santos there to help out. Bryant gets a foot in. Now Charlotte will come away with it. And Shevtsov now. Things opening up perhaps a little bit. Shevtsov dribbling through. Still with it, Shevtsov. Looking for the foul, but no call. Good tackle in the end. Moran's dispossessed. Overtime. Santos gets his pocket picked by Bolaños. Now here come the kickers perhaps with a chance. Bolaños gives it away and then commits the foul, and that will be a yellow card for Jonathan Bolaños. Just clumsy there by the left winger.
To Richmond kickers Bolaños.
That's his second yellow card of the season.
Fans, did you know that you can enter to win the Hummer H3 on the concourse? Patty's Water Sports and Operation Wake Surf are raffling off prizes twice
yellow
a month,
card
with the grand prize being a 2007
presented by Devil's
Hummer
Logic
H3.
Brewing. Here's another look at it.
Stop by the Operation Wake Surf tent next to the front gate or visit www.operationwake.surf.
Take a look at that. No call on Shevtsov. Certainly got the ball though, did Dakota Barnathan. The foot was up, but he got the ball. Got a good look at it from that second angle. Pepsi Cola is the official soft drink of the Charlotte Independents. Enjoy an ice cold Pepsi at your next Independence game. Pepsi, born in the Carolinas. Trezor Mbuyu dribbling through traffic, trying to get around Chrysler. He will, but there's nobody in the vicinity. And Barnathan perhaps didn't need to react like that. There was nobody in the vicinity. You got to have some communication on that back line. As a result, Charlotte will have a corner. Their 9th of the evening as they approach double figures in the Chick-fil-A corner kick category. Bar to take.
Chick-fil-A corner kick.
Move that ball before he trips over it. Oh, all right. I think he saw it. Ball boy's hanging out there. Here comes the ball from Ibarra. He's going to go short. And that wasn't the best corner kick in Miguel Ibarra's career. That's being kind. As Amaya takes down Bolaños, who's on that right wing now, and that's going to be a yellow card for the youngster.
Caution issued, number 27, Jefferson Amaya for your Independence.
That's Amaya's second yellow of the season. Brought to you by Devil's Logic Brewing. Trying to get there before Bolaños, but clearly didn't. But it was a good foul in the end, because otherwise Bolaños would have been on his horse into that Charlotte half. Approaching the hour mark here at American Legion Memorial Stadium. No goals so far. Just the one shot on target by the Charlotte Independents. Bentley, good tracking back by the veteran Ibarra. He's worked hard tonight as the 32-year-old. Down goes Duty. A few more fouls here. His legs perhaps start to tire slightly. waiting for some moments of magic here in this game. We really haven't had many. Baton occasionally in that first half showed some flashes. That ball from Shevtsov through to Mbuyu is just slightly offside. Teams sort of cancelling out each other a little bit in the center of the park. Those teams playing very well defensively. Got themselves between the ball and the goal on numerous occasions. Perhaps a substitute can change the outlook of this one. It's Bolaños back on his left wing, pressured by Santos. Still Bolaños all the way across the field, and then just scuffs it. Obertan with a hopeful pass for Sis, but never got there. Here's Bryant now. And we'll go back the other way with Santos. Just looking for a bit of flow in this one. The team unable to retain possession for long. Swansky said defensively, as long as he gets a total group buy-in, they'll be hard to break down. Mentioned Nathan Orney, he's played most of the season at centre back, but now injured. Shevtsov goes down under a challenge from Matt Bentley. Talked to Darren Sawatsky about getting into the heat of the season now and how his team deals with that on a training basis. They have a trainer out of UNCA Wilmington, Mark Williams. He said he came out to them in preseason and now works with them remotely. He said the Kickers actually picked up some used equipment and built their own gym at the stadium. They were using an off-campus gym until this season, saving themselves some money. Shevtsov here. A bit of a casual foul, but maybe a bit of cramp here in the calf for Shevtsov. Certainly not used to this kind of heat. And we will have our first substitute of the evening hiding behind the tent there somewhere. I'm going to guess that's Owain Gordon. It will be the Jamaican coming in for Matt Bentley. So it's Richmond will go to the bench first. In comes Owain Gordon. He was signed in May after the start of the season. He's got 18 caps for Jamaica. Certainly with the speed to threaten getting behind this Charlotte defense. Only one start in the last 7. He did come off the bench last week at halftime for a goal and assist in the win over North Carolina. That substitution brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. Gordon is 30 years old, 2 goals and 2 assists on the campaign. Shevtsov is still down.
To claim your prize. Ticket 5124987. Make your way to the Operation Wake Surface.
Van Luketa or Corey Bennett, perhaps. Mike Jeffries, most attacking options on the bench. We'll see if Shevtsov is able to return.
Atlas Chiropractic substitution.
Scored his first ever League One goal against Madison in that big 6-2 win. So we are going to have a couple of substitutions for Mike Jeffries. Corey Bennett and Diego Roca. One offensive, one defensive substitution getting ready to come in for the home side. We are going to have those substitutions now. Shevtsov is unable to continue. So in comes Corey Bennett up top for the Independents. And Diego Roca has 4 starts on the season. Played last season for RGV in the USL Championship.
And entering the match for your Independents, number 4, Diego Rocha.
Both teams go into the bench here. Those substitutions brought to you once again by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. Diego Rocha into the game, the man from Texas. And Mbuyu gets bodied by Gordon. That's going to be a penalty. And a disputed one. The ball was going absolutely nowhere. And Wayne Gordon makes an immediate impact, and unfortunately it's of the negative variety, as Charlotte will have a penalty kick here. Here's a look on the AccuVision LASIK replay. I mean, it was certainly clumsy from Gordon, but the ball was going out of play. Let's take another look at it again here. There's definitely a ton of contact. You have to wonder, the ball was almost out of play when the contact was made. That's surely what the Richmond kickers were saying. And it will be Miguel Ibarra to take the penalty kick. He has a 13 for 17 making PKs this season, but Miguel Ibarra's only ever taken one penalty in his professional US career, and that was way back for Minnesota United in their NASL days. So Akira Fitzgerald versus Miguel Ibarra here in the 65th minute. Up steps Ibarra, and it's almost saved by Fitzgerald, but it ends up in the back of the net. Akira went the right way. It looked like he was going to get enough contact to keep it out of the net, but this Charlotte Independence take a 1-0 lead here in the 65th minute, thanks to a penalty by Miguel Ibarra. His second goal of the season. Well, it was certainly clumsy by Wayne Gordon. There was enough contact in the box to give away the penalty. The question is, the ball was nowhere near Umbuyu. Never going to make a play on it. But referee Kevin Broadley decided it was a penalty. Here's another look at it on the AccuVision LASIK replay. Fitzgerald went the right way and just almost dived too early. Almost dove past the ball. It wasn't the best of penalties from Ibarra, but he got away with it. Now his team are up 1-0 here with 25 minutes remaining. Kicker's going to have to try and get something going forward here now. Maybe Wayne Gordon can make up for that mistake. That goal brought to you by Devil's Logic Brewing. Will that goal open things up here in a game that was a bit of a stalemate for the first 64 minutes? Too many goal-scoring chances, at least certainly XGs. This one has it headed in by Bolaños and then away by Talboys. Excuse me, that's Dimmick now. And that was Talboys. Very similar, those two. Obertan trying to find the fancy turn. Assist now. He just hoofs it up into the North Carolina sky. Charlotte missed their only other penalty this season. Here comes Terzaghi. Lays it off for Bryant. Out wide for Bolaños. Looking for support, chips it over. There's Gordon, can he get redemption? Yes, he can! Wayne Gordon! Just minutes after giving away the penalty, ties things up here for the kickers. A lovely cross for Bolaños, finds a wide open Gordon at the back post, and the kickers who made the trip are being rewarded. As the Jamaican gets his third goal of the season. Bolaños with another assist, that's 7 for him. Let's look at it now. Wayne Gordon just sort of slid behind Ibarra. Came off the crossbar and in. Dejas sprinted across to try and do something about it. It was already in the back of the net by that point. And Wayne Gordon ties things up here in Charlotte. That's the way to make amends for your mistake in the other penalty area. That goal brought to you by Devil's Logic Brewing. Charlotte 3-1-1, and coming into this one when they score first. Richmond only one win after falling behind. Can they make it 2? 2 goals in the space of a couple of minutes here at American Legion after 65 minutes of mostly nothing. This game has come alive now. Swatsky looking for his team to continue to pressure. Overtime. He was once bought for £3 million. You could buy every other player on this team for less than that and still have some money left over. Trying to get his career going again at 33. Into the box comes Mbuyu. Wayne Gordon once again. This time with a big block.
Chick-fil-A corner kick for your Jacks.
Richmond aware of the potential short corner here. Bolaños and Ritchie over. Ibarra with this Chick-fil-A corner kick. Looking for the header. Talboys and finds it. Oh, Mbuyu was there. If he'd got even just a lace on that, it certainly would have beaten Akira Fitzgerald. This game really opening up now, thanks to the 2 goals. Both teams feeling confident. Ibarra. Mbuyu. Cruiser over to pay him some attention. We will lay it back to the Ibarra. Now Dimmick. Santos. Let's spell a possession here for the home team. Turn it into a scoring chance. Rocha. Tonight's match is presented by Famous Toastery in partner with Folds of Honor. A portion of funds from tonight's jersey sale will go towards Folds of Honor, an organization dedicated to ensuring that families who sacrifice so much for our country receive the education and opportunities they deserve. There's the ball in, looking for the head.
Folks, Smoothie King is the official smoothie of your Charlotte Independence. Cool off the summer with one of their
Catch a breather here after those 2 goals in the space of 2 or 3 minutes.
Spinach, Berry Punch, or Island Impact.
Corey Bennett was the man in the box there, looking for a scoring chance. Started 10 of 14 games coming into this one. Spent some time in the Spanish lower leagues last year. Now back stateside. Here's Stuart Ritchie, another man who spent some time in Europe. He goes down. A challenge from Mbuyu and Rocha. May see the introduction of Neil Vinyals soon. Was the last 2 games with a lower leg issue, but fit to come off the bench. This one will bounce out of play at halfway, and we're going to have at least one substitution here. As you see, another one warming up, Thomas Maya. Started the last 5 until this one at left mid. Can also play left back. He'll be replacing Koa Santos here. We may see Clay Dimmick switch to the opposite fullback spot. We'll see. As for Richmond, behind the canopy is Neil Vinyals. He will replace Ethan Bryant. So the man from Spain replaces the man from San Antonio. San Antonio FC, originally from Longview, Texas, the 20-year-old Bryant. Didn't have a massive impact on this game offensively. 17 minutes remaining here. Both teams making a number of substitutions, trying to pull out the 3 points. Lovely turn. Ritchie with the shot, just kind of snapped at it a little bit. Good chance though, from his left back spot. Charlotte Independence, we're back at American Legion. Memorial Stadium on Friday, July 29th at 7 p.m. to take on Central Valley Fuego FC. Head to charlotteindependence.com for tickets starting as low as $7. What a deal. Zendejas. Yet to make a save tonight. Only shot on goal for Richmond went in. That was off the head of Owain Gordon. The man that had given away the penalty just a couple of minutes earlier. Candela. A little bit of a run. And a delightful ball through to Stephen Payne. Will he catch up to keep it in? No, he won't. Great idea from Candela, though. Just too much pace on the ball, though. Payne watched it go over the end line. It's a poor clearance. Ibarra now with a chance. Falls to the feet of Bennett. Gonna have a go for distance. Straight at Barnathan, but falls right back to Bennett. Now tries to slip it through to Ibarra. The ball's pinballing around there. Falls to assist now. Back to Bennett. Obertan. Bouillou is bodied out of it. No call. Looking for a handball was Omar Sis. Didn't get it. Forget all our games in USL League One tomorrow, starting at 7 o'clock. Greenville hosting the Fuego. Also at 7, NCFC against Union Omaha. 7:30, Tormenta hosting the Red Wolves. And then the late one tomorrow night, the first ever meeting between FC Tucson and the Northern Colorado Hailstorm. Bolaños. Vinyals, 4 goals on the season. Here comes the cross from Richie. It's a tantalizing one. Zendejas was there, but there was a foul on Terzaghi as Cowboys once again had great position on the veteran. Who, me? But then slips on the turf. Richmond will come away with it. Nice move there. Bolaños now in the most dangerous spot he loves to be, on that left wing and charging forwards. Looking on to take on Cowboys. Once again, Cowboys stood strong. Bolaños lost his footing, but he will go out for a Chick-fil-A corner kick in favor of the Kickers. Bolaños now with contributions to goals in his last 7 games, either via the goal or assist. 3 goals and 6 assists in his last 7 games. Vinyals to take it. In front of the River City Red Army, we'll call them. It's headed away. Still in the danger zone though. Bolaños wants a corner, and he will get it. Another Chick-fil-A corner kick. A lot of them tonight. 10 for the Independents, now 7 for the Kickers. Vinyals once again. Swings it in right-footed. Zendejas with the easy claim this time. Looking to get things going quickly perhaps, but didn't see anything he liked. That's a poor giveaway. That's the wrong man to give it to. Terzaghi. Bolaños was well covered though by Clay Dimmick. Can't keep it in. Half a second there. Terzaghi. Far too much space in the final third, but decided to go left instead of perhaps going the other way. you're looking for a little Greek, a little Southern, and always fresh, enjoy a great meal and a nice cold Pepsi at your local Showmarks. Wayne Gordon cuts back inside. Tried to slip it through to Terzaghi, but Duty was there for the interception. Barr chips it ahead, looking for Mbuyu. He'll get it. Richie tracks back to help out. Mbuyu now lays it off for Obertan! Oh, Wayne Gordon. Can't say he hasn't been involved since coming on. Key block there to stop the former Man United man from unleashing a potential go-ahead goal. Minutes remaining in this one. Ross Davenport here with you from Charlotte. 1-1 here between the Kickers and the Independents. Our penalty gave the home team the lead before Wayne Gordon equalized just a couple of minutes later. Fitzgerald with a good claim there. Subs for Darren Sawatsky so far. See if Leo Bima perhaps gets a late look. I'm sure Darren Sawatsky won't be too upset with the point on the road here. Perhaps not the way they've been playing. Let's look at your shots on target. Independence with the edge there. 3-1 as Bolaños is down again. Looking at his right leg. Leo Bima. Certainly a like-for-like swap for Bolaños on that left side, if that's the way Sawatsky decides to go with his next change. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesday nights at 7 Eastern, plus hear live matches from the USL, MLS, English Premier League, and more. All on Sirius XM FC 157 and the SXM app. Premier League start less than a month away. Referee Kevin Broadley asks Jonathan Bolaños to make his way to the side where he will indeed be substituted for Leo Bima, the 29-year-old Argentine, best friend of Emiliano Terzaghi. Substitution brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. Bima hasn't started any of the last 5 games. He did have 2 assists against Charlotte back in April. Saw the highlights of that game earlier on. Bima, probably like-for-like switch for Bolaños. Might not play quite as wide, doesn't have the pace of Bolaños for sure, but a very dangerous set-piece taker. Gets nutmegged. Ooh, high foot there. Viñals wants the call and gets it. Rocha claiming that Viñals put his head down, but Rocha's foot was certainly a little high. See whether the right-footed Viñals or the left-footed Bima takes this. It will be Viñals. Looking to put the in-swinger on a plate for perhaps Jalen Chrysler. Dakota Bonathan. Here's the ball in. Headed away. Rocha with the contact. They're going to give a goal kick though. I thought it'd come off the head of Rocha, but came off a kicker. Independence fans with their own drum. slowing down the pace here. It's a nice touch though. Ibarra, can he get there before Frizzler? No. Good sliding tackle by the big center back from Washington. Former forward Madison man. 2 goals last month from his center back spot. Dimmick. He's looking for Omar Sis, who's pushed quite a ways up the field. Nice work there by Rocha. Flick from Mbuyu. Maya with the cross. Nobody there but Akira Fitzgerald. Five minutes left to go here from American Legion Memorial Stadium. 1-1 between the Independents and the Kickers. Vignal's looking for Owain Gordon, the man who gave away the penalty. He was dispatched by Miguel Ibarra to give the Independents the lead, but then he would redeem himself by scoring the game-tying goal just a couple of minutes later. The 7th assist of the season by Jonathan Bolaños.
Please make your way to the Operation Wake Surf Tent now.
Get one last chance for either of these two teams perhaps here to snatch 3 points at the death. Just the 3 total shots on target, 2 for Charlotte, scoring 4 now, 3 for Charlotte, and 1 for Richmond. Back heel finds Baima almost. Good sliding challenge. Back 4 for the Independents have played well tonight. Let's have the back 4 for Richmond. 2 solid defensive efforts. No clean sheets though tonight. So still just 2 for Charlotte. Zobaton looks to go the distance, the veteran. It's going to be a foul. Sis takes down Vignals. Richie. Baima. He's got a great delivery with that left foot to bouncers, and Dejas did well to get a fist on it. These bouncing crosses can sometimes be difficult. So Dejas did just enough. Obertan now with the lovely ball over to Bennett. He'll get there before Richie. Bennett versus Richie. Bennett back to his left foot. Good sliding stop by Richie. Both of them sort of lost their footing. Richie probably on purpose. Comes Owain Gordon again. Rocha, that looked like a good tackle. He got the ball. Instead, he's going to get a yellow card. Rocha's 3rd of the season.
Independence fans, your next chance to watch the Jacks
North Carolina
is on Friday, July 29th. The Independence
missing Grayson Barber tonight. He got sent off in the 83rd minute in their last game. Rocha, it looked like he got the ball. Wayne Gordon involved in a couple of debatable decisions tonight. The first one, obviously, a massive one in the grand scheme of things. It's the longest outing for Gabriel Obertan so far this season. With 70 and 75 minutes in his first 2 starts. This is his 3rd straight. 2 minutes remaining in the 90 here from Charlotte. Baima chests it down. Vignals. He can crack him from distance. Trying to find some space. Finds Tozaki, trying to turn, can't do it. Too much traffic, but then it's shanked by Bennett. Richmond still with it. Crossed by Baima, looking for Gordon. And that will go out for a goal kick. So I think I jinxed Gabriel Obertan. He's not going to go the distance in this one, but it will be his longest outing of the season for the 33-year-old veteran. He will make way for Ivan Luqueta, Texas-born Colombian. Appearance in the last 3 games. He hasn't played much at all of late. Started 5 of the first 10 games. That substitution brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina.
patch for your Jacks, number 9, Ivan Get
Does have 2 goals on the season versus Omaha and Madison. Hasn't quite managed to find that consistency. Certainly make a name for himself this evening if he can find the game winner here in the waning minutes. Down goes Vignals under pressure from Sis. Trying to spark something, finds Gordon. Cross comes in. Will Byman keep it in? No, he won't. It'll be a goal kick for the Independents. Those Kickers fans will be happy to take home a point. Charlotte has 2 goals in second half stoppage time this season. One against Richmond. Can they find a third? Not right here. So we will have 6 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the second half. Crisler plays it back to Fitzgerald, who smashes it downfield. Good aerial duel there. Well, I was going to say it was a good aerial duel win by Shalom Duty, but he apparently did it illegally as down goes Emiliano Terzaghi. Under pressure, clutching his face. Up quickly though. He's the former Banfield man. Played with Leo Byma in 2017 with Defensor de Belgrano. Barra playing defensively, but Byma's got it. Pulls it back looking for Terzaghi, but Duty was there in the right spot at the right time. I thought perhaps Byma would take a shot from the angle there. He had time. It's Byma again. With the left-footed cross. Oh, it's a complete mess with North Carolina. Came off Duty, off Talboys, and luckily didn't fall to a kicker's player. As Richmond putting the pressure on here in second half stoppage time. Ritchie. Moran. Back to Moran. Nice ball. Vignals. Byman with the left-footed cross. Got a touch from Ibarra and into the hands of Zendejas. Charlotte looking for perhaps a late chance here as Crisler takes that one away with his left foot. And Boyden out. Knocks it back to Duty. Vignals skips by Dimmick. Gets around Talboys. Vignals, good block by Duty, sacrificed himself at the end line. As Vignals puts his head in his hands and realized what that could have been. Skipped around a couple of jacks, but couldn't get past Shalom Duty. Byma, ball in. Kept in by Omar Sis. Stopped a corner. Kickers here continue to put on the pressure. 2 minutes remaining in stoppage time. Vinyals, good tackle by Dimmick. Prisoner will go all the way back to his goalkeeper. It's a poor ball in from Byman. Bennett makes a bit of a mess of it, but Sis will clean up and send it downfield. This game certainly sparked for a good 10 minutes or so, starting with the goal. But otherwise, it's been a bit of a stalemate. Both defenses have played very well. Limited scoring chances to just scraps here and there for the most part. Under a minute now remaining in this one from American Legion Memorial Stadium. One team find a chance here. Baima knocks it down. Richie is looking for the return. Candela. Richie. Byman. Can he whip one last dangerous cross in? Well, he whipped it in, but it wasn't that dangerous as Ibarra shanks it out of play. And that might be the last one. Will we get one last chance here for Richmond, perhaps, in the waning seconds? Vinyals doesn't look like it. Sis is just going to bash this one down towards halfway, and that will do it. As Kevin Broadley ends this one in Charlotte. Jeffries puffs his cheeks out. His team will go now 3 undefeated with a 1-1 draw here against the top team in the USL League One. Will they be on top after tomorrow? Greenville would jump into first place with a win if they defeat Fuego. Miguel Ibarra, that man there with the penalty. This man, Owain Gordon, gave up the penalty but then tied things up with a header just 2 minutes later. Owain Gordon, the Jamaican, with his 3rd goal of the season. Enough to earn the Kickers a point on the road here in Charlotte. Good test for both sides. Bit of a stalemate, as we said. Too many quality scoring chances. The penalty was a debatable one. And there's a look at Carson Talboys. He will be your Yonoda Brewing Company man of the match. Did a great job limiting that front 3 for Richmond this evening. Cowboys had 5 clearances on the night, kept that man Emiliano Terzaghi relatively quiet for 90 minutes. Stick around, we'll be right back with full-time highlights and stats from this one. In Charlotte, your final score, Independence 1, Kickers 1.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
What's the difference between good and great? Good tries to get it right every time. Great actually does. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details so you always get exactly the look you want. Great Clips. It's gonna be great. What's the difference between good and great? Good is when your haircut costs less. Great is when it still meets high standards. At Great Clips, you'll always get the haircut you want for less. And with our easy online check-in app, you'll save time too. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Fun fact, you know Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo?
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
You know, we both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Charlotte's favorite barbecue, craft beer, and music festival returns in October at American Legion Memorial Stadium. The Hops on Hogs Festival returns with world-class pit masters, national touring acts, and great local craft beers. Get your early bird tickets and save $10 by using ALMS10 at checkout at hopsandhogsfest.com. That's October 8th. All done here in Charlotte. 1-1 between the Independents and the Kickers. Let's see how we got there with our highlights brought to you by AccuVision LASIK. It was a rather quiet first half. Not a whole ton of action. That was the one shot on goal from Shalom Duty right at Akira Fitzgerald in that first 45 minutes. Not a whole ton of action in either final third to trouble either keeper. Into the second half we will go. Bolaños here with a good attempt to cross. Stuffed out by Zendejas, getting down low nicely. And then here's how we would open the score. And Mbuyu is taken down by Gordon. Certainly a ton of contact, but the ball was almost over the end line. Mbuyu was going absolutely nowhere with it. Referee Kevin Brawley didn't care and gave away the penalty to this man, Miguel Ibarra. It wasn't the best taken penalty, but Akira Fitzgerald was dived too early and passed the ball. That would make it 1-0 in the 65th minute. And then Owain Gordon would make amends. Just 3 minutes later, a lovely cross by Bolaños for his 7th assist and a powerful header by Owain Gordon, left unmarked by the man that scored the penalty, Miguel Ibarra. Forgot about him at that back post. That would make it 1-1, and that's how we would finish. Here's a look at your famous toastery full-time stats. 13 shots for the Jacks, only 3 on target. Just the 1 shot on target for the Kickers. A great job defensively by the home team. Only 5 yellow cards total. It was a pretty clean game foul-wise. Here's a look at your updated standings. Kickers with a 1-point edge now over the Greenville Triumph, who will host Central Valley tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Independents still hanging out in 4th. They'll have to wait for some results behind them on Saturday to see how far they drop down the table, if at all. Again, everything's super tight as always in the USL League One standings, as brought to you by Birdsong Brewing Company. Well, it was a tough matchup tonight for both sides. Tight chess match between the top 4 teams, 2 top 4 teams in USL League One, and we'll finish things off even. Have a good night, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.